the lives of this couple. We invite you to leave behind the worries and the concerns of everyday life and join us in the celebration of their marriage. This is an opportunity for us to share not only the joy of Brandon and Jessica's love, but to also reaffirm and appreciate the love and the friendship we experience in our own lives. For those of you privileged enough to have a seat, please. I didn't know the arrangements when I wrote this. I didn't know this, so I apologize if I run long. Hope you have a good drink. The Hawaiian word for love is aloha. We celebrate today this special aloha that exists between Brandon and Jess and their desire to make their aloha eternal through the commitment of marriage. Brandon and Jess, you are entering into marriage because you want to be together. No greater blessing of happiness can come to you than to have this devoted love. Keep this understanding of your marriage alive in the days ahead. May your aloha continuously grow truer and more wonderful with each passing day. Tom and Dee, Aunt Kay, and Uncle Steve. The emotions you must be feeling right now must be tremendous. A moment like this must make you think back to a simpler time when you were changing their diapers, packing their lunches. Maybe you're thinking, where did the time go? Tom and Dee, as we've spent time together over the years, it's easy to see where Jess gets her tenacity and her independence from. It has helped me understand who she is and how she has been able to accomplish so much. It's said that behind every successful person is a great support system. And whether it was all Jess or your parenting, you can't deny the incredible job you did raising her. She is the independent, fun-loving, ambitious, and inspiring person today because of you.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Aunt Kay, after the passing of Uncle Steve, you and the boys moved to Eagle River, Alaska, where you would raise Brandon and Travis on your own through their high school years. It's incredible when you look back at what you had to do to provide the life you wanted to give them, given the circumstances. There's very few that can relate to such a loss, and even fewer that are resilient enough to move forward. Although Brandon's dad is not able to be with us here today, you can't deny his influence. Brandon, the independence and the courage you have learned as a result has shaped who you have become. Like my dad was on my wedding day, little was said, but much was expressed by the look on his face. Today, you won't hear the words directly from your dad. But there's no doubt that if he was here today, he would share that same sheer expression. You know that look? It's not a frown. It's not a smile. It can be interpreted in different ways, too. Bruce is probably rocking that look right now. Brandon, you are the strong and talented man you are because of your parents and their love. I bet your dad would be super impressed you somehow convinced a girl like Jess to sign up for a lifetime. That's word. I bet he would.
One thing I'm good at is working.
I've been around since the beginning of B&J. I can validate the sincerity of their commitment to each other. For those of you who don't know, Brandon is my cousin. We are the oldest from each of our families, and undeniably the most best looking. As the firstborns usually are. Since moving back to Alaska in '09, I've worked with him and have witnessed his incredible talents. The people close to Brandon will agree when I say he has no filter. He is a straight shooter, whether you like what he says or not. From what my dad has told me, Brandon is no different than his father was.
Amen.
He means what he says, and his work is representative of his capabilities. Many people here today can say a lot about him because they've either worked for Brandon or hired him at one time or another. Loyal, honest, diligent, and driven are all words that I would use to describe Brandon. And it's fitting that he has found Jess who compliments him so well. In 2010, my parents were visiting from Washington. We were invited to a barbecue at the frat house where Brandon Travis, and Sterling once lived. In short, I remember my parents asking more about Jessica after that night, saying what a pleasure it was to talk with her and how accomplished she was. I was able to read between the lines. They were wondering why one of the Shearers hadn't scooped her up yet. Like my parents at the time, if you
I
had...
remember telling your dad I was on it.
We're going to talk about the details. Coach. Like my parents at the time, if you hadn't met her yet, it wouldn't take you long before you become inspired by her story. Finishing college, away from home at ASU, becoming a neonatal nurse, studying to become a neonatal nurse practitioner, clinical hours, and studying during the day, all the while working night shift the last 6 years. Building a home, managing 3 dogs, 3 cats, and a chicken farm. And sometimes fostering pets in need of love. I could talk about Jess for a long time. But what is so special about her from my perspective is her selfless acts of kindness. Like Brandon, she has found her passion early in life. Every shift she goes to work knowing she will encounter parents experiencing arguably the most traumatic moments in their lives when they deliver a baby with complications. These families look to her in their time of need. What it must be like to see such unfortunate situations every day, I can't begin to understand. I do know this must carry a heavy burden, but with Jess, you would never know. When these two began dating, things clearly changed. I worked with Brand at the time, and he developed the reputation for being short-tempered and short with words. As their relationship developed, Brandon began using full sentences.
And then came paragraphs.
Instead of yep and nope, these things were much appreciated as pleasantries were once heard. Such things like thanks. I appreciate it. Everyone at work knew as time went on that this was because of Jess. Now she may have sat him down to teach him the proper way to communicate, but I don't know. What I do know is together we have all benefited from their relationship. Their happiness is infectious, and their constant acts of kindness are felt among our community. Today we witness what is right about two people making the ultimate commitment, and how this kind of love makes a couple better together.
Payback, Brandon.
Brandon, Jess, face each other and hold hands, please. All right. All right, Brandon. Repeat after me. I, Brandon,
I'm Brian.
take you, Jessica,
Thank you, Jim.
to be my wife, my partner in life,
Partner of this.
and my one true love. As I have given you my hand to hold, so I give you my life to keep.
So I give you my life to keep.
Jessica. Jessica. I have to come up for air here. Jessica, your turn. Repeat after me. I, Jessica, take you, Brandon, to be my husband, my partner in life,
To be my husband and my partner in life,
and my one true love.
and my one true love.
As I have given you my hand to hold,
As I have given you my hand to hold,
so I give you my life to keep.
so I give you my life to keep.
This new journey will be at times richly rewarding and extremely difficult, but most importantly, it will be a journey you take together. Marriage is much more than your signatures on a legal contract. You are promising and have asked all of these people you love to watch you make this promise that you want to be with each other and only each other for the rest of your lives. For their part, the people who love you will also do everything in their power to try and help you hold on to your end of the bargain too. Brandon, you take Jessica to be your wedded wife,
I do.
to cherish in love and in friendship, in strength and weakness, in success and disappointment, to love her faithfully today, tomorrow, and for as long as you both shall live.
Yep.
You're good. You're good. Jessica, just be clear, this is your turn. Now let me say it all. That's my Gary, Kyler. You, Jessica, take Brandon to be your wedded husband, to cherish in love and in friendship, in strength and in weakness, success and disappointment, to love him faithfully today, tomorrow, and for as long as you both shall live. All right, let's separate hands. Let's Brandon. Yeah, we'll grab the rings and stuff. She wanted this moment to last.
Nailed it.
The ring is a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end. No giver and no receiver, for each is the giver and each is the receiver. May these rings always remind you of the vows you have taken today. Brandon, as you place this ring, repeat after me. I ask you to wear this ring today, so that every day, in every way, you will be carrying part of me and my love with you. Jessica. All right, as you place this ring, repeat after me. I ask you to wear this ring today,
I ask you to wear this ring today,
so that every day,
so that every day,
in every way,
in every way,
you'll be carrying part of me
you will be carrying part of me
and my love with you.
and my love with you.
It will take faith to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true the journey you both have pledged to do today. Today you exchange vows, lays, I do's, rings and have pledged your aloha to each other. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Let's enjoy this moment. Brandon, you may kiss the bride.
Need to get Sax a drink. He needs a drink.
Let's face our family and friends. Friends, for the first time, I would like to introduce to you Brandon and Jessica Shearer.
Yeah.